for.
Got it. So let me ask you this. I'm going to transition and kind of marry two worlds that you live in. So I know that you have done a lot of work, cannabis, a lot of work, psychedelics, and that, again, I think from a lifestyle standpoint and you know, the benefits or perceived benefits of coming along with that. Does that influence your creativity?
Absolutely. It's almost a catalyst that opened up that world a little easier. And sometimes to get in that creative mood, the stars kind of have to align. Let me get my workout in. Yeah. Let me get some coffee. Let me settle in. Hopefully I feel good, right? I get some good sativa. I roll it up in a fat blunt and I smoke it, and I am locked in. I can finish projects faster. I feel like they're cleaner. They have more creativity. They're a little bit more expanded, I guess you'd say, than kind of the competition is usually a little lackluster. It just kind of gives me this extra care that I want this client to shine. It just gets me like locked into the mood of wanting to deliver awesome content. So that is kind of part of my ritual. For me, I have a little bit of the ADHD. So the cannabis helps me, whereas most people kind of get a little more like set back and chill and like, oh, I don't want to talk. For me, it kind of gets me that head focus I need to deliver content on time, still make it to training as well and work my other jobs. So to me, it's definitely performance enhancing. I know that's a huge kind of argument in our world. It's like, oh, does this help or hurt you? For me, in focus and creativity, it is like my secret weapon. That's not really secret. I mean, if you know me, but like for most people, I'm like, no, I specifically smoke before I edit my client's stuff. I wonder if anybody would be like offended by this. I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to you. I edit your videos. It's very stoned. But at the end of the day, it's getting the results I want. I look at the clock, time has gone by. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I like this video. And for me, it's a great formula.
When did you put two and two together?
That's great. When I smoke a little weed, I play guitar kind of better. Yeah, I don't have to warm up much. Kind of just gets right in. It gets like that. What is that? They call it
like a flow state. Right?
Flow state. Thank you. Exactly. It's that flow state. To me, it kind of gets you right there. Which on the other hand, I don't recommend always trying to do that to get to your flow state. There is balance to it. I'm not saying, hey, like this is what you always got to do. I'm a big proponent of being a responsible stoner. So yeah, don't rely on it to get to your flow state, but if you use it as a tool to help you, I think immense benefits for sure.
Got it. Yeah. What about microdosing?
Microdosing, yes, actually. So psilocybin, mushrooms, at a small level, microdose, we're talking about, consider about 0.25, 0.15 of a gram, has shown a lot of data to be beneficial, especially for brain health. Phase 1 was like the big call out was for people with PTSD, specifically people that have been in the military. Worked a lot of wonders for them. Now they're shifting it to elderly people and Alzheimer's. It really is shown to like rebuild the structures of our brain so that our brain doesn't get brittle, basically. I mean, I'm not a doctor or scientist, but the research that I kind of looked at, it has a lot of benefits. The way I explain it is like mushrooms is to the brain as weed is to the body. Helps like kind of the inflammation of everything. So at that microdose level, very refreshing, very refreshing. I usually recommend people that want to do that to look at the Stamets method. He's a specialist. He's been on Rogan and stuff like that. He wears the mushroom hat.
Hell yeah.
Cool guy. He's like a wizard. He does like a 2-day on, 1-day off thing and has collected all the data and has shown like for depression, anxiety, refreshing your life, feeling healthier, wanting to be healthier. And the big one was giving up addictions. It kind of helps you that reset button where it's like, dude, that honest conversation, you're like, oh man, I don't drink too much, but I've been kind of going out like every weekend hard, and sometimes we ignore that conversation. For me, it brings that to the front. It's like the supplement that's like, oh dude, it's like, you're almost like it just makes you more honest with yourself. Like, hey, pizza's good, but maybe not the whole pizza, right?
Right.
It kind of becomes this introspective thing of like it across the board of all the people I've helped with and my friends have taken this, it gives a feeling of self promotion and